Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today I'm doing a little bit of carving, a bit of inspiration, doing a little bit of a Father Christmas thingy, a little bit of carving, and a bit of mahogany. Quite interesting wood. Got to watch out how you carve it easily. Few rules that you have to watch out for when carving this type of wood, and otherwise it will just fall apart like a soggy piece of paper. You must follow grain direction in every way you go, and I'm getting used to it. But actually it's quite a nice wood in the end to really carve. So we'll show you a little few tricks. I'll just move the video up a little bit closer so you can get in there and have a look. What I'm doing at the moment, I don't know if you can see this, well, that's his mow underneath his nose, and of course they're curly downs like this. Got a bit of a picture of what I'm trying to do here. I never get to this quality, I'm not that good. You can see that? Right. And with carving, what we try to do is give it some detail so it stands out, and that detail's just got to be enough and not too much. And as I progress on this, I'll certainly show you what I do. Now if you look here on the back there, it's just a black back of the wood, but I'm going to hollow that section out there with long strokes with a chisel, with a half round chisel, and that looks quite neat. Of course I've got to do more work up here on the tussle that hangs down there, and I might even cut that section out and put a piece, might even cut this section out here, I don't know if I can see that, let's see, yeah, and put a little piece of white wood in there and replace it and make it a ball shape, so it just adds to the carving. Okay, there's a side profile of it. Eventually I hope to get into caricature carvings, and looking forward to doing that because I really enjoy it. This is, to me, it's a semi-caricature carving. What I've done, I've extended the face a bit and narrowed up the head there. And anybody can do this stuff, you just have to think about it, you know, get a little book on how to draw, and then just copy it onto a piece of wood. You'll probably see that this is a piece of wood with, that's the inclusive angle, I think 90 degrees, which is 45 and 45, and there it is on the back. And then you cut your shape out roughly, take it off with the bandsaw, and then you start cutting. And when you cut, you make sure that you go the way that the grain will allow you to go. Whereas in this mahogany, if I was to cut down here like that, it will just peel, chip right off. It'll make a mess. And when you do things like that, what it does, it opens up the grain underneath the wood. So you'll never get a really good finish, especially if this stuff is thin to dry. So I've got to be very careful how I handle it. But Time consuming? Whoa man, it takes up a lot of time. Okay, I was talking to you for about 25 minutes. Bloody GoPro stopped. Oh well, so it's best I keep my eye on there. Now he's looking at the preview because it's not available. GoPro 9 seemed to go on backwards for certain things. Okay, I'll try and show you things with this and see what we can do. What I was talking to you for the last 25 minutes was how you undercut that underneath there, if I can show you, and it gives an appearance that that's wrapped right around. That is the hair, you know, like a mow goes, however it goes, and that's how they train it to go up around like. Or Father Christmas does the same thing. Clever bugger. Anyway, so we'll carry on here. I'll do the other side. I'll show you how to do that before the battery goes flat or something like that. I've got about 70% in this battery, so we'll carry on. As you can see, I've got my magnifying glasses that do such a great job, and I'm going to get in there, and what I'm going to do this time, I can let you know, is I'm going to cut in around underneath there, so it gives the appearance that it's round, and that's easy to do. All you do is you follow the cheek line. Sorry, where are we? We'll get this down, not looking at me. Right. Alright, that's better, sorry. I was wondering where it was. We follow the cheek line. Do that again. We have to be on this side, don't we? GoPros are stupid. Right. Go underneath here, along here, and undercut that, following the cheek line, and then we'll do a little V, and then I find that it's very easy by using this little scraper here. We can get it under. If I can show you, you can get it right under there, and it gives you the appearance of being rounded off. Of course, what you've got to make sure of that you get all the material out of there. Right. So I'll proceed here to show you how to do it. I'll get my little fishtail knife, make sure that I've got the right one, and we get in position, follow the cheek line. This is not going to be very satisfactory. And we follow the cheek line, just slightly cutting through, not dragging through it. But when you get to there, take it out and come this way. Otherwise you'll tear the end of his mow off, and you find out it gets shorter and shorter. So you got to be on your toes all the time. Following the cheek line around. Keep your hands well and truly clear. If the knife's going to slip, no chance it's going to pop out of there and slip. And cut me open. Cut me open like I was on an operating table. Strange, you know. You give a person a sharp knife, you tell them to go and cut themselves. They may do the first time, but I'll tell you what, the second time they'll make sure that they don't cut themselves, because it's nice and easy to be safe in this game. You got to be careful. I tell you what, being careful is part of the game. I don't know if you can see me following the cheek line to get underneath there. For me to do this complete section, probably take me about 10 minutes if I didn't have you talk, if I wasn't talking to you guys, but as I'm talking to you, you can see that's getting a little bit terrible there. I won't get too keen there. Just come back, gently stroking your knife around there. And listening to the crows in the background. That's Joe the Crow. It's my mate. I'm bloody certain he remembers. He's the same one that I fixed up with accident. He must have clipped himself on the power line or something like that, I don't know, but we patched him up, the vet and myself, and released him 4 weeks later. He was in this very aviary that he was parked up for 4 weeks. And in that time I really befriended him a little bit. He wasn't so wild. He could, I could stroke his neck and he'd extend his neck for me to stroke him. So he was adapting very well. And I tell you what, and I said, well, when it appeared that his ring had healed, I after a lot of observation, believe you me, took him out one afternoon because his wife or his girlfriend would visit him every day, and she used to sit out there most of the time. And he even got, after a while, that she'd sit out there all day and they'd talk to each other with him and his injured wing and all this, crowing away. And then I thought I'd release him, put him outside on the lawn. One hop, off he went, bang, flew up in the air, and lo and behold, off he went. Girlfriend in tow, he was way out of here. But he comes back, and I know it's him because he's got a little bit of a droopy wing, just a little bit, where he can fly, but he sits up there and crows away. He's a character. Okay, it's just doing weird things, swapping between settings. Right, so we've got to keep on polishing this with our scraper, and just gently go again, as I said, with the grain until you get all the grains there and you get your shape. It's flat there, it's flat right in the middle there, so it's got to be rounded off. Just drag it, just let it drag, look, drag. And it'll take all the minute amount of sawdust off that you want without spoiling it. Without spoiling your carving. Alright, I'll keep on scraping away until I get the desired shape on there. And as I said, or you mightn't have heard because the stupid video camera died on me again. Same battery when we're back at it, and I just don't preview through the iPad. So I'll just keep on smoothing this off, smoothing this cheek off, get a little bit of a shape on there. Then I'll move over to this one. I'll clean that off there. You don't need to watch that. Then I'll probably undercut that a little bit and just carry on. Crow's partner up for life, and that's it. And actually, I think they make great pets. And I had him on a special diet while he was mending, and that was Budrigar dormant eggs, and I was breeding at the time. That's why I had a bit of room for him to be in my aviary, in a section well away from the birds. It was good. So we slowly work it around. Remembering that we're radiusing it around. Not all the time will it be radiused. But just be careful around the noses while you're doing it. You don't want big chips here. You can see that's all been... looks a little bit rough to me. Oh well, we'll keep on going. A little bit rough. On that nose there, I don't know if you can see it when I'm bringing it around here. There we go. That's rough. Gotta be very careful. Anyway, we'll progress on. And this of course is for my wife. I can't spend any time making for anybody else. It's too time consuming. I'm the slowest carver in the world. There's only one that I've ever done that didn't take long at all, because I was using polymer wood. That's the same wood that they use in surfboards. And I have some given to me, so I carved up one of those Wizards of the Forest in 8 hours. It came out very good, easy to carve. No problems like this. You've got to be that careful, you've got to be that gentle. That gentle. That's the name of the game. Just push it down a little bit so you can at least see what I'm doing, not listen to me garble on. Oh, wrong way. No, it isn't. It's the right way. Because you've got to see the grain, how it goes. Look at that. Slivers of wood. And I tell you what, that's what carving's about. If you can just keep those slivers of wood up like that, nice and polished, cutting nicely, okay, you will, before you know it, get the wood down. Try to get as smooth as possible. If you're going to do a little bit of carving, give it a go. It's worth a try. Don't take the risk and put your hands in danger. Wonderful. We have got 13 minutes of coverage and hasn't turned itself off. Maybe I've got stuck into it before The video died. The camera died. Lack of power. Ridiculous how much. They've never improved how much power. Life of the battery. But anyway, we're progressing nicely here. And move your carving around for it. You don't take minute little cuts there. Make sure I don't drag this thing over here and put scratches on there. I can't go upwards anymore because it's too fine a point, so I'll just have to drag this over. I get very fastidious when I'm doing this. Now, you can see I've cleaned this up, it's pretty good, pretty smooth. So, the whole idea with this scraper, okay, is to just let it drag, because it's nice and sharp. If you feel it like it wants to dig in, stop, because you're digging into the grain, and come back. And it should be a smooth thing, and before you know it, you'll see the build-up of sawdust. The fine shavings, that's what it is. The finish is very important. I know people can say you can do it rough. I don't know if you can see those shavings there. Let's get this here. Can you see them? Look at that. All gone. That's it for part one of this carve. Please subscribe and tick the thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be part two of this carve, and hopefully I'll be completed. I can show you what it looks like, and also I will include some of my other carvings that I've done. All the best. See you all later. Bye.